Hey everybody, welcome back to Record-ology. Did you know that bending your records is actually an acceptable thing to do? I'm going to show you how to bend your records and why you would want to bend your records. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Record-ology.
Okay, here is how you bend your records, and I will also tell you why you would want to bend them. So, if you have a record that's not completely flat, I mean like it's warped, you can actually bend them with your hands. So what you want to do is take a record, put your thumbs firmly in the middle, and then I want you to pull back as hard as you can from the sides until, you know what guys, this is not real, I'm just messing with you. You never want to bend your records. That's a terrible idea, terrible idea. What we're going to do is bend a different kind of record. And why would we bend that record? Because it's a flexi disc. Come on, you guys knew I was going to turn it into a flexi disc episode. A lot of you may know I love flexi discs. I've got a lot of them, and you can bend them. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. So I think it's just kind of interesting with all of the time and energy that we spend trying to keep our records firm and flat and non-warped, to see these records which are designed to be warped, so to speak. So I'm going to show you a few of them. A lot of these come from different guitar player magazines that a relative of ours collected, and some of them we just kind of picked up here and there. Now, flexi discs are really interesting because they're not, stamped with a typical process. Like it's not, it's just regular plastic. It's not like a PVC, polyvinyl chloride vinyl material. So mostly they're one-sided. In fact, almost all of them are one-sided. And the reason why they're flexible is a lot of them, well, first of all, they're cheaper to reproduce. Second of all, a lot of them were in magazines, like I was saying there, and can be distributed in that form. And there's lots of different kinds. Here's an awesome clear one. I just love this one. I've got a couple of these. A Gibson guitar demo. And look at the concentric spirals. I don't know if that's coming through on camera. I think it is. Isn't that cool? Just something so unique. Not only flexible, but clear. Just super, super cool. We're going to play some of these here in a minute, but I wanted to show you some. Here's another one. Some of them were squared off. They weren't cut out round. And you could, some people would. I remember as a kid when they'd have like the whale ones that would come in the National Geographic. If they weren't already cut out, I would like to cut them out, but these days I don't really care. This is something that can happen though. See how it gets a nasty fold in it like that? You're probably not going to want to play that part of the surface, but still interesting. So yeah, a lot of demos, product demos. The sound quality is not going to be, this one's cool because it's actually translucent. I don't know if it's showing up there, but it's kind of like a dark brown that's clear, somewhat clear. Sound quality on these is not as good as a regular record because they were stamped into this sort of thin plastic material, almost like embossed. So the grooves aren't as deep, but still the sound is, respectable. Still going through some more Time Life book demos, Time Life big band demos. So this would be like an advertisement for a record set, country western classics, Time Life music. The swing era. Mostly they're 33 1/3, so I can fit more information. And here's another guitar player, flexible record. So a lot of cool flexi discs there, and I'm going to try and not make this episode too long. So we'll play a couple of them. You'll notice that I got out a suitcase player, and that's specifically because of this guy right here. That ceramic cartridge is more durable. You probably don't want to use your top-of-the-line stylus on these because, like I said, the grooves aren't as deep, so that needle's going to ride flat in the bottom a little bit more so than it would with a deeper groove. But another reason is that a ceramic cartridge generates more voltage, and that's the reason why lower-end players use them, is they don't require a preamp. So with the fact that it produces more voltage, it gives you a little bit louder sound than you would get with a magnetic cartridge, perhaps. So, all right, guys, let's listen to a few of them. You're going to need a regular record first. That's why I got this. Either a big 12-inch record or a 7-inch record like this, but not a 45 because you don't want that hole there. You want it totally flat. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay that record flat, put the flexi disc on top. Now, because that's so flimsy and light, when the stylus goes on there, it has a tendency to not track properly, or not tracking, but it'll drag the disc. It won't stay in the right place. So what you need to do is weight it down. So just put a coin in the middle like that, and that fixes that problem. And then you're ready to go. So have it on 33, and we're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of this flexi disc. A flexible record, you guys. I just think they're awesome. All dirty and scratchy. This is a demo disc. So you hear the guy's voice come in a minute here and try to sell you the set.
The sound of the 30s, the sound of the swing era. Kind of scratchy after all these years. If only it sounded like this.
I like how it sounds the same, just a little louder. Okay, let's go through a couple more of them here. Yeah, they're just super neat, you guys. I mean, very much not an archival format. This is a tactile collector, fun thing to have just for the sake of having something fun. It's not like, well, I have the guitar player Chet Atkins Dizzy Fingers record, and I've got it on flexi disc. I mean, you're not going to want to keep it for that reason, but it's super cool. I mean, it's unique. It's a flexible record. It's so cool. All right, make sure we got it lined up there, and give a listen to this one. Pretty cool. I'm gonna put on a couple more here. And again, you know, just something neat to have. Do you guys have any flexible records in your collection? I mean, I didn't even seek these out. They just kind of showed up here and there. I think that there's a couple of places that still manufacture these. There's a couple record subscription services where you can pay a certain amount per month, and they'll send you records. And I think some of those may use the flexi disc format. It's pretty much a dead format. But which ones do you guys have?
And it's hardly light yet. I don't think there will be any friends around who will move the stone
Story
forward.
record.
We should have thought of that earlier, I guess. Maybe our coming so soon wasn't a good idea after all.
Unknown to the women, just a short time before, there had been an earthquake at the tomb. An angel had come and rolled back the stone from the door of the tomb. The soldiers who were supposed to guard the tomb had fallen to the ground because they were afraid. So, when the women
I think this
arrived,
stuff is so neat. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if, you know, things like this existed today where you could get records like, you know, like as premium items in magazines. And I know there's cereal box records too. I don't have any of those, but I know that some of my contemporaries here on YouTube have played some of those, and, you know, just super, super neat. Okay, now here's one of my clear records. You're going to see there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, there's a kink in there. So again, not something you want to drag your best needle through, but we'll do it a little bit. Again, on the ceramic cartridge, I'm a little less worried. But a clear record, guys, come on, that's just amazing. These are, you know, grooves stamped into a piece of plastic that are exact enough that can recreate not just sound, but sound that is, you know, very authentic to the original, whether it be voice or music.
Hi, I'm Les Paul. I'd like to talk to you for just a few minutes about something that I and my good friends at Gibson have developed in not only a new series of instruments, but an entirely new concept in guitar electronics. For years, I've worked to produce a multitude of distinctive guitar sounds. The hang-up was to obtain everything in only one guitar. Now, I'm not talking about gimmickry, I'm talking about the real McCoy, authentic guitar sounds, the type of highs that can rip your ears off, the type of bass response that's clean and clear. Every note must
There
be
you go,
balanced.
guys. Cool. Aren't they neat? I just think they're so, so neat. All right, guys. That is how, and the only acceptable way and reason that you should ever bend your records. Thank you guys for watching so much. Comment below. Tell me about some of the flexi discs you guys have. that you've collected. I never meant to amass such a collection of these. I've just come across them, and I always pick them up when I can. They're super neat. I'm going to be going live in the near future. Got some really cool shows coming up. Some new record player reviews lined up for the next few weeks. And a very exclusive tour of some gold records that are on display, including the very first gold record. My friends at the Glenn Miller Archive will know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely hit the bell notification so when I go live, you're going to know exactly when to watch. And tell your friends about this, comment below, share, all that good stuff. I definitely appreciate your time, making time to be here, you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Happy record hunting. See you next time.
Thank you for watching Record-ology. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a single thing.
I am the Edison phonograph. The more you become acquainted with me, the better you will like me. Ask the dealer.